Hello, 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 what is up everybody? Acrylic here, back in action. We've been having some pretty darn good conversations, Bevo, Media, and I. How are you guys all doing? You guys doing good? Miraculous recovery? I'm healthy. Sort of. I'm a lot healthier than my last video, though. So, anyways, here we are in the Sky Abalaka Agrarian skies. Yes, we're back here. I'm going to definitely get some time in my other worlds here as well. It's just I have this one kind of, you know, little bit more promised. So, we need to get some Kingdom Craft going, though, for sure as well. So, anyways, where we left off last time, we did that. I don't remember. I was sick. Can I use that as an excuse anymore? But anyways, as you can see, we've grown out. I've expanded out a little bit in our build. And our first build that we're going to set up. Now, lots of pretty good stuff that's going to go in here, I think. I definitely need the resources, though. We are... yeah, we're coming along. Not bad, not bad. But basically, what I'm doing here is I'm setting up a little area. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. We're setting up an area for farms, right? So this is kind of going to be like a greenhouse, but it's going to have a bit of a twist to it in regards to there's some other stuff that's going to be going on here. So, you know what? I thought about this in a dream I had. I don't remember when. Just saying that right now. I honestly have no clue. But it was cool. And I thought it was a cool idea. So we're going to roll with it. We're going to tweak it as we go. I think you guys will like it. Nothing says Skyblock like building a massive farming setup. And it's going to be sweet. I'm pretty pumped for it. So, in case you couldn't tell. Nothing says Skyblock fear like building over the void. Nailed it. Alright, beautiful. Look at that. So, each one of these 3x3s here, we're going to have dirt, right? Uh-oh. That isn't a good sign. Your mother's placed down a torch. Ignore that. So each one's going to have a 3x3, and each one's going to contain a different crop. All right, so say this is wheat right here. This will be our water source for all of them. And this is going to cascade down from the ceiling. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look majestic, all that kind of stuff. I have the little insurance blocker there so that I don't accidentally fall through. And yeah, and then we're going to have sections like this set up. I'm going to try to get almost every food type. Now, one of the advantages of actually raising these up, we can do things like sweet potato a little bit easier. Things like rice where they require water underneath quite easily as well. But yeah, not too shabby. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's take a quick little glance. I wanted to do a little bit more blood magic. I wanted to get the alchemical I wanted to get like some blank slates and stuff like that going. But I wanted to explain the build to you guys here first. Lighting is going to be a thing for sure. We need to figure out lighting for this. Is there such thing as lighted water? Because that would be ideal. I don't know if there is. That also hydrates farms? I don't think so. But, you know, something along those lines where we can get, you know, lights in place so that we don't have mobs spawning, right? Now, I'm still hoping I don't get slimes to spawn. Me and Meaty had a little conversation about that. But I do get the beautiful blue orchids, which is one of my favorite flowers. So, you know, you take some, you lose some, right? Just me and Bevo on, hanging out, relaxing. Alright, so what I think I'm going to get going here, I'm going to need a second. I'll be right back with you guys, and we will do a couple quests and a little bit more building. Alrighty, so we're back here, and as you can see, we're standing on our blood altar. I want to give it a little bit more blood before we get started. Aha, injured. Excellent. Alright, and basically what you need to do is you take a piece of stone, for example here, and you put it in the infuser. Same way you did the diamonds to get your orb in the first place, this guy, the weak blood orb. And it's going to require, like, I think it's not too bad. It's not as much as, say, you know, the blood orb itself. I think it's 1,000. It'll tell you. I'm pretty sure it tells you. Let me just double check. Slates. There we go. Yes, 1,000 requires a tier 1 blood altar as well. Alright, now one of the catches is you do need an empty hand to take it out, so keep that in mind. And you don't want to have not enough in your altar at the time of getting your slate. So, how many did I need again for this one? 1 blank slate. That's it? Alright. 1 blank slate. Quest completed. Give me 3 more. Thank you very, very much. So the next step here is basically upgrading our altar to tier 2. So blood runes, same kind of thing. I believe they are made out of slates. Aha, funny how that works, hey? Where are they at? There it is. So a little bit of stone with some slates and using your orb in the middle. So they gave us 4 of these from the get-go, so we need to make 5 more. So that means I need 10 blank slates. So I'm on a decent path. We're almost there. Let's get the 10 blank slates along with our 4, and we'll need our weak blood orb as well. Remember to keep fueling up your stuff, okay? Highly recommend doing that. There we go. We get that going. You can also input these via hopper, which we'll get into later on and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna go pretty good, I think, into the blood magics of the world anyways, because you kind of need to complete the entire book anyways. So what do you know? All right, we are pretty much running out of blood here. I didn't have enough. Come on, push it. Come on. Yes, okay. I'm going to build up the pool again, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as we're ready to complete the blood runes. Alrighty, so we're back here. We have, I think, everything that I need for the most part. As you can see, I have the blank slates that we need, plus 1 extra. It happens. There we go, and we'll get ourselves the blood runes that we require, all 9 of them, and that's going to give us, ooh, very nice, very nice. Oh boy, and that opened up a whole bunch of stuff. And because I already knew a little bit about blood magic, I'm actually kind of excited because I knew what was coming. And it's kind of an advantage to know a little bit what's coming. But you'll see here the divination. The divination sigil is something that we definitely want to get our hands on. We get a sigil of holding for making it? Really? But basically what it is a very useful item. And I already made the slate for it. We have our weak blood orb, and then you surround it by glass like so. And what the divination sigil does is you kind of have yourself binded to your altar. So I can now actually right click on my altar, and you'll see that I have 710 life points in my altar. And you can also see the capacity of the altar being at tier 1. Alright, so that is a very, very useful sigil. Alright, you'll definitely be using that a ton. And from there, it's just expanding into more and more as we can go. There's a whole bunch of different blood runes that you can get. Runes of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, all that kind of stuff. The altar diviner. Very cool stuff. Bloody redstone. There you go. So lots of neat little tiny things that we can dive into as we progress along in the blood magic world. Now, equally, all I need to do is I need to put these 9 blood runes basically around the bottom, and we will have a fully functional and operational tier 2 blood altar. But I'm going to hold off on that because I can. Let's just leave it at that. And instead, we're going to get ourselves a little bit more automated on the cobble side of things. Now, one of the first things that we need to do on the cobble side is we need to get ourselves some, dang it, some stone slabs and some transfer pipes, all right? These guys here are kind of the way that you transport items around with extra utilities, but we also need a transfer node items. This guy right here. There's 2 recipes. One, if you have an ender pearl, which, I mean, we could probably, well, you know what? We can get that, can't we? I think we can actually get an ender pearl. Bucket of lava in there with glowstone gives us end stone. This is the part that I kafawed earlier when I was sick. And that gives me an ender pearl. I haven't gotten ancient spores yet, which is really annoying because I've been sifting a lot. You know what? Yeah, let's use this ender pearl. Why not? I'm sure I can get more. No big deal. I know all the other guys have a ton as well. So then we need a transfer node on top. We need a chest. Very easily accomplished, like so. And what else do we need? Some stone. And then, of course, a couple pieces of redstone. Redstone is just such a pain in the butt to get early on. And I'm sure I'll use these transfer nodes at some point in time. Alright, good. So, what we're going to do is we're going to automate our cobble gen. Okay? For 2 reasons. One, to keep our lava flowing, which is very nice. And for 2, just to make cobble genning that much easier. Alright, did I don't think I've made one yet, have I? No, I don't believe I have. Actually, I should probably put this sigil of holding in there as well. Okay, let's get ourselves a little bit of iron. And we're going to make ourselves a dolly. Okay? Very straightforward. Jabba. Actually, does this give me a quest? No. Of course not. But I'm going to take our cobble barrel. Obviously, when you're doing this, you slow down a whole bunch. What I want to do is I want to put that on top of there, like so. And this will go on top of there. Excellent. So, now we have it so that the cobble will go into the lava, which will happen like so. There we go. And then I'll input it on the top, like so. Okay? That way it's expansive as well. I made a similar system in my Sky Factory world, and it worked out really, really well. Now, the other thing that you need to get this going is a world interaction upgrade. Now, a little bit more iron. We're going to need to make ourselves. We're going to need 7 iron and 4 lapis to complete this task. Very straightforward. Iron pickaxe. Then we got the, what was it? The iron like this with the lapis on the outside. Beautiful. 1 world interaction upgrade is really all you need to get this thing going. And you'll see that it's already starting to mine the cobble. And you'll look up here in the barrel. We now have automated cobble. Very nice, right? Now, it's finding the shortest path, okay? So once this barrel actually fills up, it'll start filling up the crucible as well, all right? Just because it's got a turn in it, yeah, it just takes time. That's all. So it's finding the closest inventory, just boom, 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 away you go, and it's mining up the cobblestone. Very nice. So we basically have infinite cobble, just takes time now, and we have pretty much everything else that we need, I think, to carry on. Do we? Well, grass or dirt is still a very big issue. I need a whole bunch of that. Is there... You know, I haven't looked yet, and I really should have. Dirt. Okay, so you could pulverize... Oh, that's an interesting recipe. I didn't know that. Okay. That must be new. Sludge boilers, definitely something. Yeah, we're kind of stuck with ex nihilo for our dirt production. So what I think I'm going to do is, as you can see, we have a ton of iron over here. Let's get this guy. Oh, good. I can fall down there. Excellent. I wasn't sure about that. And we're going to go with our casting basin because we do have 36 ingots worth. I made a quick little casting basin, and this will make us a block of iron each time, which is kind of nice. It pours it out a little bit quicker, and you don't have to keep standing here clicking every 10 seconds. So let's get that. And I want to look up another mod here while we're doing this. Aha, that's what I thought. An anvil, a piston, and some invar. Oy. Invar, hey? Well, I guess that's a thing. Guess that's something we're going to have to deal with. So an automatic hammer and an automatic sieve are really nice items by X Astris. But we're kind of a ways off from getting those items, so we're going to hold off for now. We don't really have power at all. So maybe we'll have to start looking into some of that. Assembly line, maybe? Fishing? Thermal? Yeah. Yeah, we might have to. We might have to get into a little bit more of that. As well as we still don't have a mob farm. But I have a plan for a mob farm, so we're going to wait for that instead. Okay, put this back down, and we did just get ourselves some more iron, which is nice. So I think at this point, I don't think I'm going to get this video done today, to be honest with you guys. I am tired, still a little under the weather, but anyways, I'm going to come back in the morning, get a nice fresh start, and we'll see where we're at time-wise and go from there. I think the build's going to look awesome. I think that automating that, we did a little bit of blood magic. We're kind of getting there across the board. So, yeah, good times indeed. You know what? No. You know what? We're going to end the video here. I decided. We're, 18, 20 minutes. It's a good time to wrap up. Most people lose attention span at this point. Anyways, so I hope you guys liked the episode. I'll try to get a little bit more work done here between this and the next episode. Getting a few other things put together. And I'll see you then. So, bye-bye for now. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. And have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.